Hello and welcome to another Pioneer video. I'm Tandy, and today we're going to be playing Bant Evolution. Eldritch Evolution is a powerful 3-mana sorcery. It lets you sack a creature and then search your library for another creature that has mana value 2 greater than the one sacrificed or less. And so essentially what we're going to be using is Eldritch Evolution to find powerful 4 and 5 mana creatures. In the 4 mana slot, we have some cool ones. We're going to sack 2 drops to go get this sometimes. But the money lies in finding Elish Norn Mother of Machines ahead of schedule. This is going to essentially double all of your enters the battlefield effects and stifle all your opponents. We also have one Yorion Sky Nomad, and we are an 80-card Yorion deck, so we have the Yorion main deck for the Evolution and the Yorion in the sideboard as our companion. Our 4 drops that we're going to be going to get, we have 1 copy of Prime Seeker Vanifar and a mini combo built into the deck with it. We'll go over in just a minute. We have 1 Clever Impersonator that can act as a clone to go get. We can also copy our opponent's stuff if they have cool stuff like a Planeswalker or whatever. And then lastly, we have 1 Legion Angel. So we only have to play 1, and then we get access to more in our sideboard, which is pretty sweet. The Legion Angel with the 2 on the board means that we can Eldritch Evolution into Angel and then essentially have plays rolled up for the next couple turns. So very happy about that. The Prime Speaker Vanifar combo, we're essentially going to be able to sacrifice a creature of any mana value in our deck and do something sweet. So essentially we sack like a Llanowar Elves, and then that lets us go get Corridor Monitor. The Corridor Monitor untaps Prime Speaker Vanifar. We sack Corridor Monitor to go get a 3-drop. That 3-drop is going to be Extraction Specialist. That brings back Corridor Monitor, untaps Prime Speaker, sack it again, go get another Extraction Specialist, and then we just copy it 4 times with Glasspool Mimic, and then we just have a bunch of creatures in play for a very, very small amount of resources. Now, we can also just start the chain with like sacking Spirited Companion to go get Traction Specialist to draw an extra card or whatever. We can also go get any of our 3-drops off of those 2-drop sacrifices, like Ether Channeler to bounce stuff, Reflector Mage to bounce stuff and keep it locked in hand, Malcator to give us a couple blockers, and then, of course, the Glasspool Mimics as clones. Our 1 and 2 drops, we are on the Elf deck, so we have 8 Elves to help accelerate. Since we're an 80-card deck, though, it's kind of like playing 6 Elves. We're playing 4 Charming Prince as a excellent ETB card that works very well with Yorion. Being able to blink out the Yorion so that it can blink everything else again creates these little mini combos that's very hard for some decks to break through. 4 Spirited Companion, which can draw a card when it enters play. We can also just play Elvish Visionary, but I just like the puppy. It also helps our mana to be spread out a little bit instead of super heavy green. And then 4 Prosperous Innkeeper, which can help us ramp into our stuff while gaining tons of life when we do all of our enters the battlefield effects. Our mana base, just a hodgepodge mix of fast lands like Razorverge Thicket, shock lands like Hallowed Fountain, a couple of Mana Confluence, a couple pathways. We got like 7 pathways. A green pathway can't cast Reflector Mage very well, or Malcator, and so we are light on the pathways. I was originally all 12, but thinking about the mana base more, I did some swapping. We moved up to 4 Breeding Pool, 4 Temple Garden. This is the deck. This is Bant Evolution. So let's play it through League. Opener, we are on the draw. Opponent did not reveal a companion. We don't have a 1 or a 2-drop, but we do have Elf and Mimic and Evolution, so we're going to keep, since we have all of our stuff. All right, tapped Steam Vents. That's great. That means we have time to set up and we don't get immediately punished by like a turn 1 Elf. You have snow outside. Well, maybe you should move to a warmer climate, bro. I don't know. Well, look, no numbers. I know that it's a lot of people's jams. That's kind of why I like it so much. I'm going to save the Glasspool Mimic. We'll go for probably Reflector Mage on the Ledger Shredder. I don't want to go 4x Extraction Specialist. I don't think it's that good in this deck, to be completely honest. No one ever sees Reflector coming. I mean, I see it coming. Every time my opponent plays Bant lands, I have this pit in my stomach, you know? It's rare. It's rare you play against Reflector Mage these days, but when it happens, it's devastating. Galvanic Iteration. That's fine. They're just gonna double consider or whatever, double opt. Pieces owed the puzzle. They found lightning axe. Another blue source. They're a little light on red. So they took trespass and pieces, so they don't have axe. Okay. All right, so we kind of want to play around spell pierce. But I also kind of want to go get mummy. Sorry, mummy. Sorry. I This is tough. I think I'm just gonna play Malcator though, and I can play Odawara or Glassful Mimic. I think I'm gonna play Odawara because I think I'm gonna mimic the Reflector Mage next turn on the Ledger Shredder. Now they can time walk at any point. I'm just hoping that they don't get to a point where they can do it all. You know what I mean? Bikefield Hazard, no, my guy. Ledger Shreddin. Maybe I need some other messed up 5-drop to go get. I need maybe something to go get on a dryish board. I was playing around Spell Pierce a little bit, but if I was going to play around Spell Pierce, I probably should have played Glassful Mimic instead of Odawara last term. Another Spiky. So we can sack this to go get a 2-drop. We're like honestly pretty close to dying if we just like tap out for Malcator or something. If I play Mimic and they kill Reflector Mage, we can still make a 3/3, so I think I'm okay with that. I'm assuming that Reflector Mage is going to die, but maybe it won't. And this is why I didn't play this as a land, because I did want to do this as a, or at least try to do this, right? I think that was like a combination of Jeskai Black, but also Pyromancer's Goggles. That was like all in the same timetable. All right, so all they hit off of it was a opt. So we know they have trespass only, and then 5 randoms. I really hope Phoenix doesn't come back in a big way, man. I was kind of happy not having to play against Phoenix very often. All right, Fire Impulse. Bring back the Phoenicians. Phoenicians. Should have played my land. I'm just like running into Spell Pierce on accident. Yeah. I assumed they had that earlier. That was just a mistake. Okay, so this matchup, we could dolly them. A lot of their lands are going to enter tapped, and their Phoenixes enter tapped. Containment Priest is okay against them too for similar reasons. Channeler, I'll probably just draw cards off of it. Evolution, probably not that great because it just gets countered a bunch. That means we can probably trim some of the 4-drops. So if we do this, we can go lower to the ground, and we go like D7 for D7. But against decks that have like Ether Gust and Spell Pierce and stuff, Evolution is pretty weak. It's more of a card for like mid-range matchups or when you just desperately need to find Elshnorn to shut them down. So we're going to be cutting these 7 for these 7. Oh, we kept the quarter monitor on accident. Lol. Okay. I guess we got to keep this one. Okay, well, another breeding pool. No bueno. We'll just buy Urian. I will just slam with Elf and then EOT Containment Priest, I suppose. If they want a Mystical Dispute it, that means we can get Elish Norton down next turn. I'm assuming most of my creatures are going to die over the next few turns, but I don't know. All right, well, let's hope that whatever they have can't stop Elish Norton from coming down. Hope that it's like not Mystical Dispute, I guess. Okay, it's stuck. That's good news for us. Wait. Wait. Wait a second. I think I messed up. I think I've made a deck building error. I think I have made a mistake, chat. What happened? What happens when they all come back at the same time? Do they all get exiled? I'm gonna need a judge on this. I think I messed up. I was trying to stop Neoform stuff, but I forgot that I'm similar deck. Okay, we'll play around our own cards as best we can, right? No play with 3 mana. I think they have just a handful of fucking Ether Gusts or whatever, so that's good. This thing's big. Yo, what's up, Rav? Yo, Rav, can you help me with this combo? How's this? This is bad for me, right? I just one-sided obliterate. Well, I sided out the Eldritch Evolutions, but I kept the Yorion. Yeah, real bad. Okay. Well, they can never Phoenix until they kill this. So once they kill this, we'll Yorion. Oh, this song's fucking hot, dude. Song's called Frankenstein. Yo, the Evil One, thanks for the 2 months. It will work how you want. Wait, if I Yorion and blink out everything, then it's fine. The Containment Priest doesn't exile everything on the way back. Super beautiful. We're gonna get a lot of life and a lot of triggers because I don't want to die for my own stuff. Gain a lot of life, yeah. All right. Okay. Take some damage. Sure. They killed both my guys. Hey guys, we get both our guys back. We just gotta make sure we do it in the right order. All right, so we want the first one's gonna resolve last, so we target Containment Priest with that one, and then the Elf with the other one. And if they ever kill Extraction Specialists, we get 2 extra creatures. And Containment Priest can lock down future Phoenices. I need a etymologist or entomologist. Which one's language? Another Galvanic Iteration. And 2 mana Treasure Cruise, draw 6. Great. My favorite part about playing as Phoenix is all of the triggers. And just bug? Okay, etymologist then. Alright, attack with these two. Just gonna play Yorian, I guess. I'm not gonna blink anything. There's no reason to blink anything. Chessboard. Your English is good. This world's saddest Yorian. Alright, the Ledgerman. I'm sure they're gonna kill Containment Priest, do something, bring back Phoenix as a blocker. And they have 2 blockers for our 2 large mans. Discard another Phoenix. Alright, I don't feel like Containment Priest is a good answer to Phoenix, and we don't have anti-graveyard stuff, so perhaps that's just a huge oversight. This is a loosely built deck off stream that I thought would be fun today. Blink it all for science? Okay, next time. Alright, here comes the Knuckle Chucks. We need to draw Reflector Mage or Eldritch Evolution. Both those would be pretty good. Hey, it's my guy, Reflector Mage. And then they can only play 1 spell, so we can blink, bounce a Phoenix instead of the Shredder, I think. Oh, we get both. Okay. We get both. That's a Jeej. We get 2 triggers, chat? How do you do it? I don't know, Spider Ham. Look, you just say whatever card is the best possible in that spot and then hope you draw it, right? That's how you do it. Oh yeah, we got to get this quarter monitor out because I cut my prime speaker Vanifar. Maybe an impersonator. All right, so we're not very vulnerable to Ether Gust anymore because we cut the Evos. I think that's good. The impersonator is okay. I'm trying to think if we should just be Evoing anyway for the value. But I feel like they're just never going to tap out, right? Definitely keep this one. This one looks pretty juicy. We probably have to play Glasspool Mimic as a land, but that's okay. We might not. Now, Elf is probably going to die, but maybe it won't. Opt instead, okay. Well, Yoda, that's the thing about every deck, man. You got to try it before you know it's good. So that's what we're doing. All right, let's play this companion, draw a card. We'll play Mimic on blue. Spikefield Hazard, okay. Now, we might get hit with the Mystical Dispute here. Charted Course post-combat, okay. We're getting all the value, chat. They should have attacked first and then charted, I think. Discarded Treasure Cruise. All right. Reflect the Mage. Get your Ledgerman out of here. I mean, to me, that just means they have a second Treasure Cruise in hand. They can't afford to have 2 right now. We have a Abzan version of this deck, too, that we want to try. I will probably play Channeler to just draw a card. And hope that we hit a land. I cut a land right before we started, so I want to see how often I get mana screwed. Alright, let's go draw a card. We're just like walking right into Anger of the Gods, but what else can we do, you know? Most people play Brotherhoods in, so if that's the case, we can extract some special spec companion at least. But if it is Anger, we just lose everything, but it's not like we had another play and everything replaced itself, so. Alright, well they didn't wipe our board. That's great news, so we can Reflector Mage them. They're probably going to cruise this turn, be my guess. They might kill a creature also. Alright, so we don't... Let's see, we don't need a second green, but we might need second blue later. So let's go ahead and play that. We'll go for Reflector Mage and see if they have the disputes. That's good news. That's the plan, Yoda. A lot of lines for our opponent with Galvanic Iteration at the ready. You know, we don't love it when people play slowly against us, but I can handle it, you know? It's okay. Alright, Iteration, this is probably going to be double cruise, I guess. Alright, let's see if they can leverage that card advantage into real stuff on the board. I think they have played a land already, but maybe not. They did. So they're going to discard probably 3 Phoenix. Hopefully it's not 3 Phoenix. Okay, they discarded no Phoenixes. They just discarded 3 cards. Ob, Spikefield, Steam Vents. Attack with these and we'll play Elishnorn so we get double triggers. Hope we don't die to a flurry. I mean, if they had Phoenixes, they would have played them, discarded them last turn, right? So I feel like no matter what happens, we should be okay. I think they just have a bunch of Ether Gust stuck in hand, honestly. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Maybe they go Red Source, Iteration plus Brotherhood's in, but that still doesn't kill Elishnorn. So, I don't know. But a lot of cards in hand, and they could have cast Opt, right? Or even Spikefield Hazard instead of discarding them. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Pieces O, the puzzle. They found, let's see, Pieces of Puzzle and Lightning Axe. Okay. Are you still working on the Tiger deck at all? Or do you have a version you're happy with? I have 2 versions I'm pretty happy with. Suname. I have a black green one that I think is great, and I have a are they discarding Phoenixes now? Were they protecting them? Okay, no, they just don't have Phoenixes. So they're gonna double axe the Norn? No, they're gonna kill 2 Reflector Mage. No, 1 Norn, 1 Reflector Mage, and then they're gonna finish off the Norn with Impulse. Okay, cool. Alright, so if we draw a land, we can double channel her, otherwise we can channel her plus Charming Prince. Yeah, I have an Abzan one and I have a black-green one. If you're not on the Patreon, I recommend it. Alright, what if I just make a bunch of birds, chat? What if we attack? What if we channel her bird and then Charming Prince bird? I'm gonna make birds. This is possibly very bad. But I just want to... If they're just like target removaling me out of the game or whatever, or trying to, it's just not gonna work, especially if I make birds. And they didn't find a wipe effect last round, which they could have done. Yeah, but I have an Abzan version and I have a Golgari version. Both builds and cyborg guides are on the Patreon right now. Multiple people have been doing well with them at their RCQs and such. And we've played both of them on stream. Right now I'm in the middle of working on Sultai Neoform stuff. I have to finish the sideboard guide later today or tomorrow morning so that people have it for the weekends. Alright, pieces. They didn't find a sweeper again. Considering a braid? Okay. I don't know if these cards are still in their hand or not. I don't know if the Lightning Axe is still in their hand. I think that was from earlier. It's gonna exit. Oh, okay. I don't really own any cards, Raffer. I would gladly let you just have them I'm already qualified for the RC in San Diego, or Dallas, rather. I'm gonna bounce a Phoenix and attack. It should be lethal if they don't have removal. And if they kill Companion or Prince, we can get it back with Specialist as well. Alright, so they take 3. The birds were the word, chat. The birds were the word. Now we get to do the chain with Charming Prince. So we can blink the Extraction Specialist, which will unlock the Charming Prince. Or we can just blink Channel or make another bird. I think I'm gonna blink Channel or make another bird. And now we have Impersonator pre-combat, which can copy a bunch of stuff, including their Phoenix as a haster. Maybe that was actually better than what I did. I could have... I guess it would have been basically the same. No sweeper, please. Shredder, okay. Without a sweeper, they're 2. There's no way they can survive this. Oh, I guess they can double time walk. Am I gonna die? Okay, so this is not double time walk, it's just double abrade. An Impersonator copying a Phoenix should be lethal no matter what. Oh, they didn't even play the third thing for the Phoenixes. Nice. All right, we're on the play here for round number 2. All right, so we have all of our colors as long as we play Elf into tapped Mimic. Lair O the Hydra. All right, so a mono green strategy more than likely. We'll go Scry 2. Do we need another blue-white source? We don't want another Charming Prince. I don't think we want this Hallowed Fountain either, but maybe we do. I guess we do. Does that mean we can not play Mimic now? I guess that means we can not play Mimic now, and the next turn we go Shockland Reflector Mage. Kiora? Okay. The old turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Kiora, another 1-drop. Best start in the game, chat. Best start in the whole game right there. Alright, so we'll bounce the Elf so they can't play it next turn, and then we have Mimic to bounce their next play, so we should be able to pressure Kiora and kill it over 2 attack phases. I got Greater Rifts to farm in Diablo 3 later, okay? I ain't got time for all this. Karn the Great Creator revealed. Oh no. Alright, so let's just go land, Reflector Mage. And then we send both of these at Kiora. Did you play any D4 beta? Yeah, we did on stream for a couple hours, Stella Tricks. And I'll probably be playing a ton of D4 off stream as well. Alright, well, Karn's coming down. We should, if they minus, then we should be able to kill both Planeswalkers next turn. They're probably going to go get Sky Sovereign. Stonebrain? Okay, I am super okay with that, bro. Alright, so we'll go kill Kiora, kill Karn. We're going to do a cool little trick here. We're going to Corridor Monitor. We're going to untap the Elf. The Stonebrain, does it take it out of my hand? Did I get any... That player shovels, draws a card for each card exiled from their hand this way. So, I kind of want to buy Yorion so that they spin a turn Stonebraining Yorions and I draw 2 cards. Because I don't really care that much. We do get a card off each one. That's good. If I wasn't going to get a card off of it, I think playing the Yorion's bad, but I'm also just like very happy if they just spin a turn Stonebraining me and give me 2 cards. All right. Here comes the Stonebrain. Get my Yorions. Then that means my companion mechanic became 3 mana, draw a card, tap your opponent's 4 mana. We have Glasspool Mimic to copy this to stifle their next blocker. Nice. We have this too. All right, give me something cool. Give me like, I don't know, Eldritch. I guess I could copy Oath of Nissa with Clever Impersonator, but that feels so much worse. All right, so we'll just do a little blink trick. And now the copy will come back EOT, and it can copy Reflector Mage to kill something, or just copy Charming Prince to scry 2 or blink. That's all, huh? Alright, well, we're gonna copy Reflector Mage and bounce it, I guess. We'll just do the same thing with Glasswell Mimic again. We'll copy Charming Prince. We'll blink Charming Prince. Play Razor Verge. Comes back. Charming Prince blinks. Charming Prince. And then again, if nothing to bounce, we'll just copy Charming Prince again and scry 2 or gain life. Easy. Let's just use our mana and kind of preemptively negates one of their big creature plays. Come on, buddy. I had this set up last turn, bro. Alright, so we'll copy Reflector Mage, Bounce Cavalier. I think this is lethal. 2, 4, 6. Okay. We don't have to show them the Clever Impersonator. Alright, so this matchup, I think Thali Heretic making some of their stuff not work right is fine. Containment Priest seems fine. The Prime Speaker combo is not very good. Traction Specialist can go as well. We'll just Evo a bunch of things that have ETBs. We'll cut the Angel. And then we just have all ETBs. Knight of Autumn could come in as a way to answer some of the things from Karn. I don't know if I want it, though. Maybe it's better than Malkator, though. Malkator seems pretty weak. It's just a body, though, that makes things, so maybe it's worth. Alright, we're going to probably lose this game. We're on the draw. The Containment Priest is not really a great answer to Storm the Festival because they can just hit Planeswalkers instead, but it does shut off a lot of their hits, which is why we brought it in. Turn 2 Cure on the play. Very strong start. Very tough to beat. Hopefully it's just like Lovestruck Beast or whatever. Lovestruck Beast is pretty funny against us. Doesn't really do a ton. I don't like blocking it, though. It's very big. Perfect start for opponent. Not a lot we can do. We'll play Innkeeper. I guess we can hold up Containment Priest, I guess. But this also kind of looks like we have Ether Gust or some sort of counterspell like Disdainful Stroke. That would probably be an okay sideboard card since we're not playing Coco. Just something like Disdainful Stroke or whatever. I hope I naturally draw a land next turn that's untapped. That'd be nice. I say tap this, untap it. They can actually go for a 6-drop here if they have Storm. They can untap, play Storm, will Containment Priest in response, and then they can only hit like lands, planeswalkers, and Oath. Or enchantments, I guess. Another elf. Okay. Great start from the opponent. Not a whole lot we can really do about it on the draw without an elf. Alright, I'm just gonna concede. Okay. We'll get the other. Actually, maybe Malcator is good just because it can apply pressure to the planeswalkers. I'm not really sold on these Knight of Autumns. I think once the card comes down, it's just very hard to win no matter what we do. Like to play first, yes. Alright, cool. We'll keep. Maybe save the Channeler bounce ability for later on. Lead off with Breeding Pool. I might just bounce a creature every single turn, you know? Oath of Nissa is also something that I thought would probably be good in this deck, and it gives us another thing to do on turn 1. Not sure what I would play it over. The only thing it misses on is Eldritch, I believe. Perfect draw. Perfect draw. Now we can, if they play another elf, the other elf, we'll just have them bouncing back and forth so they can only play one elf ever. I think I'm going to Channeler the Wolf Willow Haven just to keep them slowed down. The next turn we can just Yorion. Get a lot of blinks. We can also wait for the Charming Prince, but we can also Charming Prince Yorion after, so we just create these blink chains that stuff like Mono Green can't really deal with as long as we have time. So now, if they don't have a third land, they can only play one spell if they have Wolf Willow or Elf. Alright, so now they have both, so we'll just Yorion and get everything. Alright, I'm gonna see if they want to trade. I'm actually super fine with a trade here. Yo, Smurl! Yo, thanks for the 4 months. Welcome back to the Todd Squad. Glad to have you. Alright, so let's go Return, Elf, Reflector Mage, Elf. And then they can't cast either Elf this turn. Bouncing the Wolf Willow is similar, but Wolf Willow has like essentially fast mana or whatever, where the elves, I'm just like invalidating their whole turn every turn, basically. If they play Kiora, we can attack into it pretty easily to kill it. We'll use Charming Prince to blink the Yorion. Alright, so we'll go attack the Kiora for 4. Maybe I should just attack face. But I could have killed it this turn, but I'm just gonna kill it next turn instead. Exile this. Buy this one. Play this tapped. Yorion comes back. Oh, it doesn't do it immediately though. Alright, well. We'll get a bunch of cool stuff EOT, and then we can Yorion again on our turn. Hopefully we don't die. Nykthos is the start of a turn where I can die for sure. Both elves are free. Then they can Nykthos, activate Nykthos. If I lose this game, I'm gonna be so upset, man. Like, I've created this like wall of interaction, but maybe I punted. I don't know, man. This is tough. Maybe I cast the Yorion a turn too early. Maybe I should have gone for the blink effect first. But then I would be lagging a turn behind on this turn anyway, right? I'm just gonna take the 4. They get an extra mana if I let them have it this way, so I'd rather just bounce it or whatever. They have nothing. Okay, so we'll create a Yorion chain. I'm gonna draw a card off of this one. Alright, so we'll send everything at Kiora. If they want to do some trading, that's fine with me. We got Malcator and Mimic, so we can just make a whole board full of pressure no matter what. Alright, so let's go Malcator. And then we'll play this. We'll copy Ether Channeler. We'll return, I guess, Elf. Alright, well, we didn't die last turn, so I think we're not going to die this turn either. We're doing it, chat. They didn't kill us, so we're doing it now. Thanks to Smurl for the 4 months. Says Bezos Bucks been playing Tyvar and loving it. Cheers. Yeah, appreciate you, Smurl. Thanks for rejoining the Todd Squad. Can we get some sub brass in chat for Smurl? Thank you. All right, well, let's go. You copy the token, because that's the only thing you can copy. I just realized. I guess I could copy the Yorion. So we'll bounce Elf. We'll go make a Malcator. We'll Reflector Mage the Troll. And we'll exile the Yorion. I would never want to keep track of this in paper, chat. Never and never, never. Well, Smurl, I think it's just a great generic pressure point for a Blink deck. I feel like its perfect home is with Evo, right? Say block here, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They can also, I guess, just trade with some 2-1 and go to 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so they're going to go to not very much left. All right, so this Yorion is going to save everything again. Yeah, Smurl, I don't think you need to... I got a mulligan this one. First mulligan of the day. Always feels good. All right, we'll put back a land. We'll probably scry 2 with Charming Prince on 2. Put back a Breeding Pool. Nazis! The Bloodman. All right, we'll scry 2. Don't even mind gaining life here. I'm going to put both these on the bottom. It's a bunch of mana sources. We don't need more, really. Kept a hand that had 4 or 5. Oh, it's Sacrifice. Okay, I thought it was just Rakdos mid, but it's claiming my firstborn hand. So they're probably going to Delhi Dispute, sack it, draw 2. JMM's a named person, right? I can't remember their name off the top of my head, but I think it's a... Oh, I played the wrong land. That was just a mistake. Misclick. Don't mind me. What up, MT? Jan Moritz Merkel. Gotcha. The name's Merkel. Unlucky. Oh, a job interview. What you looking for, MT? Alright, well, playing my land last turn, the wrong land, gonna really bite me here. 2 cards are revealed. Cauldron Familiar and Pathway, okay. Fast lines are biting? Yeah, they do that sometimes. It is the downside of playing like 12 of them in your 3-color decks. But you don't take as much damage from your lands, so that's nice. They buy the Jegman. Anyone ever been to Wegmans? We call this Jegmans. Alright, so let's go draw card. I need to find Innkeeper so that the life loss from Familiar doesn't kill me. This and these are tapped, so it's no reason. I'm just not even gonna attack, no point. Thought sees? No! No! Really, at this point, it's just Innkeeper. I just need to gain life to sweat out the Witch's Ovens. Something like Elish Norn's also pretty nuts. Edge Evolution, Elish Norn, Innkeeper, these are all fine. I'll probably go ahead and let's see. So they can bring back Familiar, Sagat, a bunch. Land would be okay. Alright, so Elish Norn is nuts here. Because it stops their stuff. I'm not gonna play Mimic, I don't think. I am gonna attack now, I think, though. We can get hit with a Hive now, but that's fine. Now they just have infinite chump blocker with Cauldron Familiar. But we don't get drained, so that's good. Okay, so attacking's still bad. That's fine. Figured that out pretty quick. I wonder if I should play a Glassful Mimic. I kind of don't want to. I think I'm just not gonna. Yeah, we're gonna take 3 from the Hive here if they don't have anything else to do. So attacking with the Golem is pretty bad. I guess they had Giganta to just play, so maybe that was not a big of a deal as I thought. Alright, well, now we're in trouble. The Mayhem Devil still works even in the face of Elish and it's just not as much damage. Okay, so if we block, that's 2 damage. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. We'll just take it. More Reflector Mage, the Mayhem Devil, and... Rip it down there. Oh, this is just going to kill us, I think. But at least they're doing 7 to Elishnorn instead of me. So, Familiars 2 more, Sackets 2 more, Familiars 2 more. Okay, you win. I quit. I don't think we can beat Mayhem Devil with this deck, chat. I don't think we can do it. Alright, let's get in these Knight of Autumn's Yasharn. Yasharn is our ace in the hole. For what I think could be a pretty bad matchup. So, Legion Angel can come out. Let's see, I think the Extraction Specialist and Prime Speaker Vanifar portion can come out as well. Since we can't sack when we have Yasharn in play anyway. I got owned that game, chat. Sacrifice is a great deck. Yep. Yep. Well, I made a pretty big blunder last game with my lands. That mattered a little bit, but ultimately I think we would have just lost no matter what we did. Push yo elf. Alright, well. Next turn we can Extraction Specialist back the elf. And then maybe we just go ahead and Evo the Extraction Specialist into Yasharn. Although we have 2 Evos, so maybe the first one gets Mommy. And this, ooh, bad news. Alright, well, we lost our money card there to the Thoughtseize. I'm just going to take one, I think. Well, their build is extremely sack-oriented, my man. Alright, so let's go Evolution, sack this. We'll go get the other specialists. That'll bring back Elf. We'll play Charming Prince. We'll blink the specialist, bring back the other elf, and undo much of their interaction in the early turns. And now we have Evo into Yasharn or Mummy. Bow you, bow you. I guess I'll just go get Yasharn to see how good it is here. They already played a push, so maybe they don't have anything else. So they can't sack Treasure, and they don't have Fatal Push, so they can't turn on Revolt. Well, Yasharn was pretty good, I guess. Maybe one Containment Priest for when they activate the cats. That was an oversight. The Impersonator. I kind of like the Malcators, but I think I'm going to cut them. Because I like all my 1 and 2 drops pretty good, too. Reflector Mage is one that could maybe come out, actually. I'm gonna leave one in. I'm gonna bring back in the second Mummy. First mana confluence drawn, but it's a white source, which is nice. We'll keep, assuming that we're gonna get our hand like shredded or whatever. Use Channeler to just draw some cards or make some birds. Probably draw some cards. Try not to use the mana confluence too much. If we draw a land next turn, we'll hold Mimic. If we don't draw a land, I might play Mimic as a land next turn to ensure we can hit 5. Alright, well, similar concept, I think. We'll just still play the Mimic. We have a lot of juice. Fable. Okay, so we can bounce the token. You would. Alright. Discard some lands. They mulliganed as well, so maybe they're a little flooded. Another Fable. Alright, I can just get Mommy in play. I think that's probably pretty good. And then we can do some serious bouncing next turn. It's like pretty hard for them to kill this card, I think. Generally speaking. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. That is the perfect emote for right now, I gotta say. Another Fable. Okay. So now we can Channeler, bounce both the goblins. Witness is fine. We can Evo as well. So we can Channeler plus Evo or just double Channeler. Untapping with Elshnorn is crazy. So Evolution doesn't do that much, I don't think. Okay. Nice one. Alright, so let's go return a token. Return a token. We can go get 2 Knight of Autumns. Or Knight of Autumn, blow both these up. Top 2, Fatal Push Takenuma. Okay. Obliterated. Could have killed the Fable to let some loot too, but I don't really care about the loot too at this point. I just want to make sure the backside doesn't do anything to me. What's more dumb, Elishnorn or Fable the Mirror Breaker? It took a lot to stop the 3 Fable the Mirror Breakers, you know? They have a Fatal Push in Exile, they have a Takenuma, they decided to play Takenuma. Mayhem Devil. I will go return and then draw. Next turn we'll blow up Fable and whatever, you know? Bring back this. Put them to 7. We're at 15. Feeling pretty good about my chances here, chat. And a matchup that I don't think is that good. Our sideboard plan with Knight of Autumn seemed pretty nice. The Yasharn stole us a game. See if we can pull it out. Here's the Mayhem. So if they go like, claim the Firstborn, sack it, whatever. Alright, well, we'll go Knight of Autumn to blow things up. So they'll sack the Reflection, and they can sack that to kill the Channeler. But we'll just go destroy the Kiki, destroy the Evan, and then we can just go evolution, maybe pre-combat. All right, we're on the play for game or round number 4, game 1. My opener is fine. We can keep the gospel mimics as spells. Depending on what our opponent's playing, I may not play Charming Prince on 2. I don't know what I'm digging for, and we can blink Malcator later. Yo, Zisu for president. I don't even know what that means. Thanks for the follow. I think this should be a cord deck. No, I'm generally not a fan of mana creatures with Chord Calling. I think that Chord Calling specifically benefits from things. Oh no, now we gotta find. Okay, so now we have to go hard on the scry. Anyway, Chord Calling and cards with Convoke in general work way worse with Okay, so we found the Channeler. I guess we'll keep it so we can just bounce stuff to keep them off on their toes. Chord Calling and Convoke spells work well with creatures that don't tap for mana. If they tap for mana, it kind of takes away the strength of the card. Okay, so they're not Mono Green Devotion. They are playing elves, looks like. All right. So now that they've gone a bit wider, I don't think bouncing is as good now. So I'm just going to play Malcator. But there's a good chance that I just get owned in this game by, creatures with cool abilities. We don't have a lot of hard removal. Cord makes it more like Modern Yogg, though. I mean, if you want to play Cord, that's fine. I think cording for 5 is really difficult. And 5 is the money. And I don't know if you want Eldritch and Cord, right? At least that's my thinking. You just pick one. All right, let's play this, maybe draw a card. Shaman of the Pack, huge addition to the Elves deck in the last couple years. So they're going to Cord for 2. It's only 2. I don't know what they want. Maybe the elf that lets them overrun for... Oh, Leaf Crown. Okay. Well, we'll play some defense. Leaf Crown's good if they have Nykthos, or just a way to generate a bunch of mana. That is also true, Tron Girl, but I get what they're doing. I see where they're coming from, Alright, so we'll go like copy Channeler. We'll go return Circle of Dreams Druid. And I'm going to attack with anything that's got 2 power, and then I'm going to blink. Oh, wait, I can't blink Channeler. Let them block how they want. If they want to trade 2/2 here, that's fine. We're pretty low on life, but if they block in such a way where I might be able to Charming Prince to bounce this and kill something. But I can't attack with Channeler, because if I blink the clone, it can't come back as a Channeler if this dies. Alright, so we'll return Leaf Crown, then the Blind's Lead will die. Am I dreaming too big with Tyvar Sickle Dreams Druid? No, that's something that Raph built day 1 when we were playtesting on Arena with all the cards. But I think the problem is that Elves doesn't need it. Elves doesn't need Tyvar. Tyvar also works really well when you're doing different types of stuff. It's hard to explain. It's like Tyvar's really good with graveyard synergies, activated abilities, but not necessarily mana abilities. But all right, we'll copy the channeler. We'll blink the Dreams Druid again. All right, I guess we'll just buy Yorion and let him have one crazy Circle of Dreams turn. I guess I could draw one thing to stop the Circle of Dreams here, so let's get a. We have 6 mana, so let's draw a Blink effect or something. All right, you're go. Sounds fun, Viper. Sure, you'll have a good time with it. All right, so now they can tap Circle Dreams Druid for 1,000. Basically, Gaia's Cradle. We stopped it for as long as we could. Wildborn Preserver. Okay. So they can just put 12 counters on it if they want. Oh no, no. No, dude, stop. Stop it. I don't want to I don't want to go to school today. All right, I'm just going to concede, I think. Well, I guess there's a chance they just have like 3 lands in hand. They could just put 14 counters on this thing. Okay. I'll concede now, whatever. You win. Alright, Containment Priest. This stops Coco and Cord. Extraction Specialists. I'm thinking the Prime Speaker Vanifar stuff should just come out. It's just not really happening. Legion Angel also just not really looking very good in most spots. Let's see. Do they sack things to do stuff? Not really. Alright. Alright, if they play Elf, we have Reflector Mage. If not, we'll Spirited Companion. Well, this one's a bit better, I think. Making their lands enter tapped here. Both are good, though, for sure. I'm going to hold on to the Odoir as long as I can. Let's go Innkeeper into Reflector Mage. Next turn, we can buy Yorion. Keenan greater than Vanifar. There, I said it. Maybe. Keenan would be kind of cool in this deck too. That's a great idea, actually. Let's go return this. Spirited Companion. I really love Keenan. You don't gotta sell me too hard on it. I don't know if... I guess we can probably not get Mox Amber into the deck, but I would love to. Alright, well, we have the Containment Priest for their Quarter Cocoa here. That's all we got, though. These can chump or trade. We'll just hope for the best. I will keep. This hand's pretty good. We'll try to get Elshnorn pretty quick here. It's not the easiest, though, with our hand. We need a 3-drop creature that has 3 mana value. We can just go for Evolution on Elf now and get something cool. Go for Reflector Mage. I guess Reflector Mage is not great, except against this. Need something that, like, says your opponent's going to play 1 card a turn or something. That'd be okay. But we can just mimic the Reflector Mage later. Charm it. Next turn we'll mimic it so that the turn after we can charm an Innkeeper. We'll try not to trade much so our Yorion actually does something. Next turn we'll play these two. The turn after will Yorion. Our light total will be decently high. We just got to make sure we don't die to the War Marshal or whatever. Coco's kind of awkward here. We know 2 cards in hand are Leaf, Guilt Leaf, and Realm Walker. It's kind of scary. Just turn 4 after 2 Reflector Mages. This is tough to beat, man. Tough to beat. Alright, so we'll go Innkeeper. Charming. I'm gonna go and play Elf too. I doubt they'll have a kill spell. That'll just be an extra life for Innkeeper. We'll bounce Realm Walker, I guess. So they can't play a bunch of stuff off the top and they gotta keep playing stuff from hand. Not sure if that's better than whatever else I'm doing though. Yeah, Archon of Amir is probably not it. I guess there's not a lot of creatures that do it that don't affect non-creatures. It's just Deafening Silence as far as I can think of. Then there's Archon, and then there's Spirit of the... Not Spirit of the Labyrinth. What's the other one called? Oh, this is going to hurt. You gained some life, though, so that's good. Alright, and then we'll just do Yorion now, and then just create the blink chain, and hopefully they can never beat it. Alright, I'm just gonna take it. Alright, let's go all these. I guess the elf is fine too. I wanted something to copy with the thing, but I'll just copy the Yorion, I think, and then just create a chain. And then we'll keep. Let's see, so let's go Charming Print. Oh, say, we gotta choose one to keep. I think we just keep the copy, so we have a, because we have a backup. And then we'll go, oh, I messed up. I really messed up this game. I fucked up here too. I guess it doesn't matter. Just fucked up all over the place. I just need to be able to keep cloning my Yorion, and I just can't. Or keep blinking my Yorion, and I can't. We should not have done this, though. We should have left Elf in play and just had it copy Elf. That's what I wanted to do, and then I was like, oh, I can copy, but I just messed up. Hopefully we can still claw it out. We're learning the deck as we go, too. There's a lot of weird interactions with stuff with clones and whatnot, so... Alright, well, they're going to play the Lord here. Oh, War Master. Okay. Wonder if they're going to attack at all. In a war? Alright, so we'll go ahead and blink out this Yorion. We'll Reflector Mage the War Master. And then we'll gain some life and make some tokens. And then we'll go Thalia. By Yorion, and then we'll Reflector Mage again, I guess. Just bounce Realm Walker, I guess. We could target the mana. But they're not really gaining that much traction on board. Now their shit enters tapped with Thalia in play too, which is nice. It's hard for them to attack. We have another Yorion in hand we can play next turn and blink everything. But I just got to make sure that I leave one thing in play for the Glasswell Mimic to copy. And then I'll just keep Charming Princeing the Yorion. I'd like to draw like one more blink effect or bounce effect so that my chain isn't that disrupted. All right, we'll just copy Reflector Mage. Like this. I think maybe the trick is to leave now. It's to leave the Reflector Mage in play. All right, so we'll blink this, 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 this. All right, done. So we'll gain a bunch of life. In a turn, we'll blink some stuff, bounce some stuff. All right, so choose a creature to copy. We'll copy Reflector Mage. Copy Reflector Mage. Then we'll go bounce this one and this one. Then we'll blink out the Yorion. All right. And then we won't be able to attack, but we will be able to block. And we'll just basically gain 7 life and bounce 2-3 creatures every turn while drawing a card. Circle of Dreams Druid, okay. Alright, so the Yorn's gonna come back. We'll blink out this, 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 this. And again, we'll leave the Reflector Mage to copy with the 2 things. Alright. I should maybe be attacking for 4. I don't know why I didn't. That was a mistake. Alright, copy Reflector Mage, copy Reflector Mage. And then we'll bounce Circle Dreams Druid. We'll bounce. The Realm Walker doesn't seem that big of a deal. I'm going to attack their mana a bit more, I think. And then we should be attacking with the Yorin. I'm just like missing damage for no reason. But we should definitely attack. That was just a punt. They have 2 creatures that can they have reach, but viciously. I need to draw Eldritch Evolution or Elish Norn. And then we'll be able to start gaining on the board instead of breaking even. They don't have Nykthos or Circle of Dreams Druid active, so I'm not that worried right now. Alright, so blink, 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 blink. We're blinking to Thalia just to gain an extra life. Another land. We were doing this happened to us like the last time we were playing this deck, where we're just like pretty doing our thing, but we just draw a bunch of lands in a row. All right, so Mimics 1 copy's here, 1 copy's here, and then everything goes on the stack. We'll go bounce. I guess just both Leaf Crowns. And then exile the Yorion. Maybe we could clone a Princess Cry now that we gummed up the board. Maybe. We keep we kind of have to bounce their creatures, I think. It's just very weird. Like, if we don't keep them from playing, like, they just keep playing the same 3 creatures or whatever. This is a lot of damage, but we can survive it pretty easily thanks to the Prosperous Innkeeper. And this is honestly why Innkeeper's in the deck once we get this chain going. When do you want to bounce the tokens? I mean, basically never. Maybe once I have Elishnorn and I can, like, start removing them. But they're just treading water. Every single time they play a thing, they're just, like... They're getting a little more, but they're not, like, really doing that much, to be honest. So this, 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 this. Done. So they do have a chump blocker. Oh, they play Shaman before War Master? I don't know, because they're trying to go wide on tokens, and we've been stifling their development for 19 turns. All right, so copy Reflector, copy Reflector. Yeah, they're just clicking buttons because we're just clicking buttons, but I'm trying to have 6 pretty quick. I really wish I had a companion in play to draw a card. We could have been, instead of blinking the Yorion, I don't know, maybe instead of the Reflector Mage, we'd do something else. I just need to draw a spell in the last, like, 5 draws. Because, why would you concede? Did they miss? Alright, looks like we're on the play. A great start for the believers. I'm gonna keep because we have a couple things to do early. This is the most Spirited Companions I've ever seen in my whole life. Thoughtseize you! Thoughtseize you! My hand is relatively Thoughtseize proof, so pretty happy about this. Cycle! The 4th Spirited Companion, huh? Are we greasing? We're dead, chat. We're so dead. We have so few ways to interact with this stupid deck. I just don't have any graveyard hate. This is funny. Wow. Very fun and cool. Heretic makes things enter tapped, I guess. Legion Angel has been extremely disappointing. Never wanted to get it. Do we want more extraction specialists? Maybe Knight of Autumn? It's not a whole lot to blow up. Containment Priest, I guess, can stop, can't stay away, so maybe it's not useless. Greasefang just doing Greasefang things. Alright, so I think, honestly, the extraction specialist can probably just come out. Again, the containment priests don't do that much, but they do stop can't stay away, which is like, I don't know. It doesn't really mess with my stuff too much. Because if I Yorion blink chain everything, it doesn't affect it apparently. I will keep. Tom, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Jelamoose. Welcome, friend. Thanks again to Spike for the huge raid. Absolutely incredible, huge raid. Really appreciate you, fam. Mommy Norn, yes. We definitely need some scavenging oozes or something, chat. This is just an oversight. No, not a Thoughtseize. A lot of follows. Thanks for everybody. Appreciate the follows. Boars No Mores, Tampa, and Raiham. Appreciate y'all. I'm Tandy. I play mostly Pioneer on stream, but occasionally I'll play other formats and other games. Been having a lot of fun playing Pioneer lately with the new set. And in this build, we're using Elish Norn. Just got Thoughtseize, but whatever. Where can you find this deck list? You can find it right here on my Stream Decker. That's my Stream Decker in general on the Streamlabs bot. Fall Guys win. Probably after this league, to be honest. Because this is like a pretty deflating loss, you know? Oh my god. Alright. Whatever. think I'm just gonna play like a naked Yorion next turn if I don't draw anything. Well, guys, you say. I did say, actually. My buddy Tim might be off work soon, too. He can help carry us to some crowns. Nope, not yet. That's fine, though. Empty was in here earlier. Alright, Rafine's in form of discard lands. Alright, here he is. The classic, when your opponent kills and makes you discard all your shit, Yorion for no value. Their whole deck is like removal now, though, which is honestly why I'm actually way more into them killing my shit than going for combo. So this is either a make disappear, or sorry, this is, I'm just gonna take it. I think this is a, I desperately want my thing to get into the graveyard so I can reanimate it and loot. Alright, or they have Sky Sovereign. That's fine too. Alright, well, not the best thing in the world. It is what it is. If they play a creature, it's going to enter tap, so they might not be able to crew this turn. This also can stop a Grease Fang in the right spots, which is why we're doing it. Chariot, these will enter tap, so no crew next turn. And then we can Evo into Mommy. And then we have Containment Priest too. It's pretty good. Alright, so they found Can't Stay Away, and they might have a land to cast it. To get back the thing, and then we'll just Containment Priest in response. They can crew Chariot and then crew Sky Sovereign and attack and hit us for 6. Do you have the way to suppress their thing now? Alright, so we'll play the Containment Priest. And now they will be able to kill the Containment Priest with Sky Sovereign, but then they're in some trouble. Alright, nice. Do we want the Knight of Autumns? Hmm. You'd have one as an Evo target? That's a good idea. I don't think these Reflector Mages are all that good. I like the Impersonator as a tutor target for the evolution. I don't think Reflector Mage is that good. I'm going to trim one for a Knight. No Elf. Might have to mulligan the sands. Evo for a 4-drop. A small. We can do better. Alright, we'll keep... just put back Branch Slot. Cancel. Put back Mana Confluence. Alright. Let's hope their hand's all spot removal, yeah? Okay, so maybe they went more combo for game number 2. Grease Fang is traditionally a very bad matchup for mid-range decks that don't have spot removal like ours. I'm hoping that we can steal it by them just boarding in such a way that puts them at a disadvantage for longer games. Salvage instead of nascency, excuse me. Okay, so they found the Parhelion, so if they find Grease Fang or have it in hand, we're dead. They didn't slam it, though. So we'll play Misgate, draw a card. Maybe we can make a bird. I think I'd rather draw a card. We can, if they hit Grease Fang, we're probably in trouble. Maybe I should have made a bird. I think maybe we would have been able to sweat through a Grease Fang with Channeler Elishnorn. Alright, well, they found the Grease Fang. That sucks. They have green, though. Maybe they don't have another land? Damn. Yo, RV, thanks for 3 months. Says base deck? Yeah. Greasefang's quite a deck. Alright, so let's take 13 or whatever. I mean, sometimes that works out, Tron Girl. Alright, well, they don't have a way to put it into the graveyard yet, right? So maybe we go Channeler, bounce a token, get lucky. Mother Machine doesn't do anything. Actually, Mother Machines puts us to 9. But then I can only channel her once next turn anyway, so maybe that's not as big of a deal. But if I... Alright. Let's go to 9. Maybe I should have made a bird. Is Greasing worse than Winota? I don't think so. I think it has an extra pressure point of Graveyard, which is nice. So they can just crack Vessel here, and most of their things are gonna work. And then next turn we can bounce 2 tokens, go up to 4. I don't know. Alright, Vessel. Do they hit? They hit another Parhelion, so we're dead. GG. Tough. Tough match. Tough matchup. Alright, so 4-1. Not so bad, right? Pretty good showing for a deck that I think is relatively weak, right? We were trying a nice little Eldritch Evolution package of Prime Speakers, Vanifar, Clever Impersonator, and Legion Angel, but what I found was that it just wasn't really that necessary. I didn't feel like I really wanted to go get a 4-drop very often with Evolution. It was either sack Elf, get a 3-drop, or sack a 3-drop to go get a 5-drop, either Elishnorn or Yorion. So I think that we can actually just change this deck by like probably 10, 15 cards, and it's probably a little bit better, if not much better. What I would like to probably do is just cut all 4 of these 4-drops. Maybe keep Clever Impersonator, but Legion Angel, Prime Speaker, Vanifar. You need like immediacy when you cast your Eldritch Evolution. Elishnorn has the immediacy of suppressing your opponent's stuff, and if you untap, you win the game, basically. And Yorion has the immediacy of blinking everything. I'm not sure exactly what I would do, but I think I would start by trimming these 4 and maybe 1 Extraction Specialist. And then we get access to maybe some more mana creatures, like we could play Gilded Goose or Jasper Sentinel. We could play, more 2-drops. We could play... I'm trying to think of other things that we can just slot into the deck relatively easily. Essentially anything with a good enters the battlefield effect, like Thraben Inspector is probably okay. 8 Elves is maybe not enough things to do on turn 1. Oath of Nissa could be really good. I think Oath of Nissa is pretty solid. It finds, the top 3 cards is going to hit everything except Evo, in game 1 at least. The Yasharn gave me a free game 1, so I'm definitely interested in that. The Legion Angels are not worth the sideboard slots, especially since we're cutting the one in the main. The Thali Heretics were actually excellent. The more Extraction Specialist, I think, is only okay. Containment Priest, it's there for Neoform mostly. We brought it in a couple times and it was alright, but I might want to look for something a little bit more impactful and something that's good against Greasefang as well as Neoform. We could probably just have like Weathered Runestone or something, and then in those matchups where we want Weathered Runestone, we just cut all the evolutions. I think that's probably okay. We're 80 card deck though, so we probably want to play like 4 Runestone. The Obstinate Baloth was good in theory, relatively weak in practice. You can probably cut it. But that's the deck. This is Bant Blink featuring Yorion and Elishnorn and Mother Machines. This has been Tandy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.